Hi, it's Brother Chad back, G.C.B. It's late. Got my buddy's car here. I got to change out a wheel bearing on his car. I done the axle the other day, but I told him it was going to make noise. He said he don't care, put it together. Lo and behold, he calls me up whining and crying. Oh, I can't drive with that noise. So now we're putting a weight bearing on this joker. It's a hub, has 3 bolts. It's a 1, 2, 3 job. Now, because I already replaced the C.B shaft on this, nut comes off easy. For all of you that are changing the wheel bearing, we'll give you a little tip. When you take the wheel off, put the lug nuts back on. At least 2 lug nuts. Spray it with some kind of good lubricant. You have someone sit inside with their foot on the brake, and then you get a good socket and a good ratchet or breaker bar, and then a long pipe to go on that bar. So while they got the foot on the brakes, you can break this off. Now me, I got an impact gun. But for all you that don't have the impact gun, that's the easiest way to get it off, is for someone to be inside holding the brakes. But you have to make sure you put 2 lug nuts back on, so this way when you got applying pressure, your rotor don't move from side to side. So with that done and said, let's get into it. Now I'm not going to pop the master cylinder cap, and I'm going to explain why, because I'm barely going to close this. If my clamp's even wide enough. But I'm barely gonna close it, so it's just enough. That's it. So I got some play, and instead of taking the caliper off, I'm going to take the bracket off with the caliper, so this way it's easier and less work. I'm going to get me a 13mm wrench, ratchet wrench. It's not a hard job. It don't take long at all. It's on your cart, Mark.
I gotta put that thing at church.
Alright, here we go. I'm going to take out the whole bracket so I don't got to break it all apart. Oh, come on, man. Don't be so mean. And I'm just going to lay that off to the side. Take the rotor off. Alright, now you gotta see. Man, that joker's not coming off. I need a flathead. And I thought I was the one that couldn't work a camera. I need a flathead screwdriver.
That's the first time ever for me.
Can't get good hired help, I guess. Oh, come on, man. Alright. Now on the back here, you're going to have 3 bolts. The varying sizes, you got to have multiple extensions because of the C.B shaft. Like I need a 3/8 drive, short, 13 with long extension and short extension. Two bottom bolts are always the easiest to get off. Oh. But it's the top bolt that sits right here.
You said this one?
No, 3/8, man. That's half-inch drive. You got 13?
Yeah.
Alright. See, like I can't use the short extension, I gotta use the long one. They got that bolt way up in that groove. Still facing, you're facing the part, right?
Yeah.
I need my long extension, my long ratchet, man. Gives me an itty bitty one instead of my long one. There we go. We got some leverage now. Sometimes you apply pressure and it don't move. A lot of times you hold it still and just hammer it down with your hand. It'll jerk that joker free. So now I'm gonna pull out the bottom ones. Yeah. Like I said, it shouldn't take no more than an hour to do this, but I already had everything tore apart from doing the axle, so everything's pretty much still lubed up, except for these bolts. I didn't take these off. You want to keep that top one in. And I'll show you why in a minute. I'm gonna need an adjuster, a heavy steel one. All right. Now most times you got to beat these off, but I don't think I'm going to have to beat this one off. Alright. Now, here is the important thing. However this one comes out, wherever this ABS wire sits, that's how you gotta install the new one. Because if you don't, you'll break the ABS wire. And this is why you leave the top bolt in. So this way that plate stays still. When you fish it on in, of course my socket fell. Come on. Come on, little doggy. Don't help when you got a dog trying to French kiss you in the air. Alright, the other one. Going in. What is the problem? Well, I need a magnet. It'd help if you put the right bolts back in. Right there on my cart, man. Left hand side of the handle. Buddy, did you fart? I didn't fart. Don't try and French me, man. Come on now. Need a rag. I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. Wheel bearings are expensive in the parts stores. They can run anywhere from $60 to $110. My experience, do not buy them offline. You can get them for like $40, $30 online. This is one part you want a warranty on. Because I tried to go cheap. 6 months later, I had to change it back out. So that's one thing I don't buy offline. I do not buy a wheel bearing offline. Then because I took off the whole bracket, you just slide everything right back on. If the brake pads don't pop out on you. And you notice I put lug nuts back on this to keep the rotor straight. Because if you don't have lug nuts when you try and put this on, you will fight with it. And another little tip, you never make anything tight until you got it all lined up. All I did with that top bolt was just enough to pull the bracket to it. I learned from my own mistakes. If you crank that, you ain't gonna get the other one in. Just like that, quick, easy, nothing to be worried about. Now, if you got like an Ultima or one of those foreign junks that you got a press-in bearing, it comes. You got to pull the whole spindle off. Then you got to take it to a shop to have the old one pressed out and the new one pressed in. You will still save yourself money if you do it. You know, if you take everything to a shop. I charge $40 at my shop to do it, you know. But this brother Chad, G.C.B, Gangsta Custom Builds. Like and subscribe, man. Share. You have a good night. Thank you very much.